What you're going to do to put a stop to this invasion on our borders?
For starters, we're going to enforce the laws that are already on the books. Up in Yuma, I talked to Mr. Britton. He's been farming there, him and his family, for over 100 years. And he used to bring families into our country legally. He told me that it used to be quick, it used to be simple. He had entire families move in and become U.S. citizens, and he said it only took a couple of weeks. Then this guy Grijalva came into office. Grijalva. And he screwed everything up. He's been running on immigration reform for 21 years. And he's the guy that broke it. What's happening, and I studied law, so I can tell you what's going on. All these illegals come in, and what they do is they pack up the courts, because the criminals go to court before the civil, and those trying to come in here legally are a civil matter. The ones that came here illegally are a criminal matter, so they take priority, which moves all those trying to come here to the back of the line. That's what's going on with immigration. So it's not broken. Well, I mean, it is broken, but Grijalva broke. The same guy who said, I'm running on immigration, I'm running on immigration, I'm running on immigration, is the guy that broke immigration. So we need to start by enforcing the law, closing up, securing our border, implement, stay in Mexico, just like Trump had going, because it was working. And start getting the people in here that want to come in here the right way. Because I don't believe there's anybody here that has a problem with immigration. The Democrats say we all got a problem with immigration. We don't want people that don't look like us here. How many agree with that? How many think we... How many of you think that we should let other people come into our country because that's how we were founded? That's what our country is all about. So, you know, and I'm going to tell you another thing. Democrats have mastered division. They, in prison, they take whites, blacks, Mexicans, Pisces, and they split them all up. And while they're fighting with each other, the prison controls everyone. It's the same thing they're doing out here. The Democrats throw race in, call us all racist, split us up by divide us by race, religion, politics, and then turn around and watch us fight. Because while we're all at each other's throats, we're no longer the United States of America, we are the divided states of America.
So one of the things,
and we need to be united again. So, anyways, tomorrow we are going down to the border. Jonathan, anybody else that wants to go down can go down with us. It's kind of important that we all, people get involved with this, because it is our winning ticket. I'm telling you, it's what we're going to win on. We're going to win on this border because they have screwed it up so bad. And my thing is, Grijalva can't jump over. He can't jump the fence and say, oh, well, I'm going to get tough on the border, because he will lose his base. And he has a very small base. He always has. It's just that the Republicans aren't getting enough. That's all. They're just not getting enough votes. Grijalva doesn't even get half the votes. He doesn't even get a third of the votes. Republicans just aren't getting enough, period. And I've checked every election for years and years, and the most Grijalva's ever gotten is 174,000 votes. That was the only year he got that much. Anyways, so Jonathan, can I take this over?
So one of the things that we've been bringing to the sheriff's attention, you got Article 1, Section 10 of the Constitution. where our sheriffs across the land can get involved in this kind of invasion. So if you read Article 1, Section 10, it says, no state shall, without the consent of Congress, lay any duty of tonnage, keep troops or ships of war in time of peace, enter into any agreement or compact with another state or with a foreign power, or engage in war, unless, there's a big unless clause in this, actually invaded or in such imminent danger as will not admit of delay. You guys pay attention to those words. This country is invaded.
Yeah.
So my question to the sheriffs around the country, why are you not getting involved with what's happening on our border? This ain't a matter of being politically correct or anything else. But I'll tell you the answer why they're not getting involved. Because the sheriffs, as well as the law enforcement around the country, they're being threatened. It's either they comply or they lose all federal funding. I'll repeat that. They will lose all federal funding if they act anything on this border, besides comply with the Biden administration and allow this invasion in our cities all across America. Earlier this year, I had people all over Facebook, YouTube, going, oh, we don't see bus loads coming in to our city. We think this is all fake. There, I'm getting heads up from down here in the Tucson sector. There's a gal named Kim Yeager who has a radio show and everything out of San Diego. She goes, we don't have that problem even here in San Diego. I just got reported here a while back that bus loads were just being shipped out of Tucson sector, headed to San Diego. The next day, my phone's blowing up, and it's Kim Yeager calling me, going, oh my God, Jonathan, I got bus loads of illegals flooding San Diego as we speak. So I don't care what community across America you're in, whether it's a big town, small town, even small areas like Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, have bus loads of illegals going into Idaho now. Spokane, Washington, Medford, Oregon. You can go on down the list, all across the country. Again, they're taking our housing, they're taking our jobs. They're actually being allowed to join law enforcement. How many of you guys know that? And if you guys know they're allowed to join LAPD, look it up. Don't take it from me, look it up. They're actually recruiting illegals to join LAPD, to join New York PD. They're joining up in Chicago, Illinois. How would you all feel about getting pulled over by an illegal and being told you're going to jail? Not very effing great. You're absolutely right. But it's happening. And the American people are just sitting back in la la land letting it happen. The Constitution was written for a reason. Our forefathers wrote that. You're talking young men of 18 on up, wrote the Constitution. Why did they write it? Because they knew this day was going to come where we had had such a corrupt government, and it states right in the Constitution. How many of you have read the Constitution? It's right there in the book. Read it. It says we're not to allow this kind of a corrupt government, and we're technically frankly, are supposed to overthrow this kind of a government. But the American people, us as patriots, as American citizens, we've always tried to do it the law-abiding way. Unlike the Democrats, they'll turn around and burn down cities, flip police cars, catch them on fire, do everything in the damn book. But then here we just got done holding a convoy right down to Yuma, Arizona. We're all called white extremists. It was a convoy for our borders. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm all about God, family, and country. And if that makes me an extremist, I'm honored to wear that badge. As far as I'm concerned, they all can kiss my ass.